Today is our seventh lecture, and in this we will going to do practical problem number 9 and 10. So this is the content for this lecture. One full-length problem piecemeal. The second is try yourself relaxation, but maximum problem we will try to do in the classroom itself. So whatever part which is remaining, that will be done by you all people. Starting with the first problem, that is problem number 9. XYZ carrying on business in partnership did decided to dissolve it on 31st March 2020. The following is a balance sheet on the date. On the liability side, we have only two liability, capital liability and external liability, okay, in the form of creditor. Whereas on the asset side, the important information is bank balance of rupees 30,000. Now let's see. As per the arrangement with the bank, partner were entitled to withdraw a sum of rupees 10,000 each in the month of April 2010, May 2010, and June 2010. It was decided that after keeping aside an amount of rupees 2,000 for estimated realization expenses, the available funds should be distributed amongst the partner as and when realized. Now let's see in the last problem where there was a agreement or a arrangement with the bank that a particular amount will be withdrawn immediately and after a particular period. But now here, whatever bank balance we have 30,000, that will be divided equally, and in every month we will withdraw a 10,000. Okay, so we have total 3 realization: April, May, June, and actual realization expenses is 1,400. I think problem is simple. Only why I've taken this problem, because there is a one special trick which is there, that is the arrangement with the bank with the partner. We are entitled to withdraw a sum of rupees 10,000 each in the month of April 2010, May 2010, and June 2010. So immediately we cannot take the entire amount. We have to distribute or divide that amount into 10,000 each, and we can able to withdraw in 3 months. So shall we move to the problem? Now let's see. We are moving towards worksheet. This is a worksheet. So first of all, we will going to make excess capital. We have a partner like X, Y, and Z. Okay, this is a partner we have. And if we talk about whatever the general reserve or additional adjustment which is given to us in capital account, we don't have anything. So straight away we will consider actual capital as individual. So actual capital will be treated as adjusted capital. So let's see the individual capital, 40,000, 10,000. Can anybody from your side tell me what is a partnership PSR ratio? See the problem. In the problem, PSR is not given, so it will be
equal.
Equal, very good. So 1:1:1. So now we will going to calculate unit 1. For X, it will be 40,000, 10,000, and 20,000. So 10,000 is smallest unit, so it will be taken as 10,000 to all. Now coming to excess capital, 30,000 for X, Y it comes 0, and for Z it will be 10,000. Now again we have to calculate unit value because we got the excess capital of two partners. So here 30,000 for Mr. X, 0 for Y, and 10,000 for Mr. Z. Now 10,000 being smallest unit, we will take as a base unit and multiply by individual PSR. So here 10,000 multiplied by 1 comes to 10,000, and same 10,000 with Z. Same 10,000 with Z. Now let's see, 20,000 is absolute excess capital which we have to pay to Mr. X. So while making a payment, first of all we will pay a sum of rupees 20,000 to Mr. X. Then we will pay 20,000 between X and Z. And finally we will going to pay 30,000 to all the partners. I think up to here everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
I think now you people become expert in making excess capital. So making excess capital is not a problem for all of you. From next lecture onward, I will give you assignment of making excess capital and piecemeal distribution. We will do it so that we can easily do 20 problem at least before the end of October. Though I'm trying to finish till 15th October so that we can give maximum time to our next chapter, that is amalgamation of partnership form. So this is the problem. Now we have to go for piecemeal distribution of cash. So here we have a partner like XYZ. So here I will write X, Y, and Z. Okay. Cash we don't have because we have bank arrangement. Creditor we have of 80,000, 40,000, 10,000, and 20,000. 20,000. Now let's see what we have to do. As per the arrangement with the bank, the partners were entitled to withdraw rupees 10,000 each in the month of April 2020. Now we don't have a cash, we cannot able to make a provision. So when we get a cash from a bank in the month of April, and in the same month we are also getting a 30,000, that is the realized amount. So what we will do, we will going to add two things. Add first bank withdrawal of rupees 10,000 plus add first realization of assets is come to rupees 30,000. So total we have 40,000. So now out of this 40,000, now we will going to make a provision for the realization expenses of rupees 2,000. So I will add paid for realization, not paid but it is a provision, sorry. So it is a provision for realization expenses comes to 2,000 rupees. So the total amount comes to 38,000. So this 38,000 will be paid to less paid to creditors. So it comes to rupees entire 38,000. You all are there with me ना? कोई एक बंदा गायब तो नहीं हो गया? Hello?
No, sir.
अच्छा, because I'm not getting any response from you all people, so I thought there is something wrong which is there.
No, sir.
So you all are there with me.
Yes, sir.
So we are paying total 8,000. So here this is a miss. यहाँ पर गलत हमने लाइन खींच दी थी तो हम उसको रेक्टिफाई करेंगे. We will do rectification of a line. So here it will come directly 38,000. So the balance amount is 42,000. Don't have a cash available with us. Now we'll go for किसके लिए जाएंगे? सेकंड रियलाइजेशन. लेकिन सेकंड रियलाइजेशन के साथ साथ हमारे पास क्या है? सेकंड बैंक विड्रॉवल भी है, बिकॉज इन 3 months we are withdrawing 10,000 each. मई में भी ले रहे हैं और जून में भी ले रहे हैं. So May also we are getting realized amount. So first of all let's go for add second bank withdrawal, a sum of rupees 10,000, and later we will also add second realization of assets, a sum of rupees 75,000. So total we are getting 85,000, and out of this 85,000 we will pay to creditor a sum of rupees 42,000. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर हम नीचे क्या करेंगे, let me first of all rectify this thing. Yes, we have line like this way and we have a line. So here we have to put a underline mark, and we are paying 42,000 to to creditors, and we don't have any external liability remaining with us. And here we have a cash balance of 43,000. I'm correct? I think you people are also doing the calculation. Yes, I am not getting any voice. Someone is asking, sir, what we have to do with the bank balance in a balance sheet aside? That is what I have said. You know, there is an arrangement with the bank. Let me read this question once again, so that there will not be any confusion between you all people. Let's see, 30,000 we have, and this 30,000 we cannot able to withdraw in a same shot. So for that purpose, we made an arrangement with the bank. What the bank is saying, you are entitled to withdraw, but not the entire amount in a one shot. You have to withdraw this amount in 3 installments. So first 10,000 we are getting in the month of April. That is called the first bank withdrawal. Second bank withdrawal we can do in the month of May, and the third bank withdrawal we are doing in the month of June. So 10,000 multiplied by 3, 30,000 we are taking from a bank. Definitely we will going to use it, but we will not going to able to withdraw the entire 30,000 in the beginning itself. So for that to withdraw the entire amount, we have to wait for 3 months. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Now shall we move forward? Now we have 43,000 rupees remaining. Now let's paid to Mr. X. Why we are paying to Mr. X? Because now only capital liability is left out, and for paying capital liability we always refer statement of excess capital, and as per the statement of excess capital, first of all we have to pay 20,000 to Mr. X, then 20,000 to Mr. X
and Z.
Okay, equally, and finally we have to pay first proportionate capital. So now come to the piecemeal. 20,000 we have paid to Mr. X. So now here the balance of Mr. X is 20,000 and the balance of cash is 23,000. Now we have sufficient cash balance. Now we can also able to pay our second proportionate capital, which we require to pay to Mr. X and Mr. Z, that is 20,000, 10,000 each. So 10,000 and 10,000. So now we have paid our second proportionate capital. Now we will going to make a total of all the partners, and we're going to check whether we have reached to the level of first proportionate capital or not. So 10,000, 10,000, still we have a 3,000 rupees cash available with us. Now this 3,000 will be paid to all the partners. Paid to all partners as per their PSR. So that will be 1,000 each, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
9,000.
Let's make a total of it. Okay. So cash total comes to 0. Comes to 0. Okay. And here balance comes to 9,000 each. Now we'll go for third bank realization as well as third realization of asset. Bank withdrawal, a sum of rupees 10,000 plus we also have to add our third realization of assets. It comes to
44,000.
4,000. So total we are getting a sum of rupees 54,000. Now we also have to make an
54,000.
arrangement of excess capital provision.
Provision. Excess
Yes.
provision.
So that we will going to add, because we made a excess provision of
600.
realization expenses, that comes to
600.
okay. So the total amount is 54,600, and this 54,600 will be divided amongst all the partners.
18,200.
Okay, so 54,600. Okay, here it comes to 18,200.
18,200.
18,200. So here the total comes to 0, cash available. We paid our action
Profit
liability
or
completely, and we are getting a profit of 9,200.
profit.
Profit of
Yes, sir.
9,200. Okay, so if we are making a profit, I will color it in a red so that it can tell us it is a profit. In the examination, you have to write in a bracket realization profit. So this realization profit part will be in a red column. Now total profit we are getting 27,600. 27,600. This is a complete presentation of your problem. When it comes to 70%, yeah, you can able to see the entire problem. So this is how you have to do a problem in the examination, neat and clean problem. Anybody have any difficulty? Let's check once again whether we made a correct profit or not. 27,600 is our profit. Look at here. Total realization amount is 30,000 plus 75 comes to 105. 105 plus 44 comes to 1,49,000 plus 30,000. So it comes
79,000.
1,79,000. Okay. And how much the total expenses which we require to pay? 150 is our liability plus 1,400. So it comes to 1,51,400. Okay, if you minus, it should comes to 27,600. If not, then we done some mistake somewhere.
27,600.
So are we getting the correct amount?
Yes, sir.
So we are getting 26,700. That means we have done our problem correctly. I always said there are 2 points where you can check yourself. Once, while paying second proportionate capital, your partner's balance should reach to the level of first proportionate capital. At that time, you can able to check yourself. And second is, after getting a realization profit or loss, you can able to make a total of all the realization amount received minus all the expenses. So ultimately, if your answer remains the same, you are on a right track. Is it okay? हाँ.
या हम लोग ने जो बैंक बैलेंस 30,000 जो है वो ये कंडीशन है कि हम पार्टनर्स को 10,000 ईच मंथ में निकालना है, इसीलिए हमने उसको 10,000 करके लिया ना, नहीं तो हम बैलेंस डायरेक्ट 30,000 लेंगे ना अगर ये कंडीशन नहीं होगा तो।
जी बेटा लास्ट प्रॉब्लम में, पिछले प्रॉब्लम नंबर 8 में मैंने यही बताया था। देखो प्रॉब्लम नंबर 8 अगर आपने किया होगा तो आपको याद होगा, वहां पर है ना हमारे पास है ना टोटल अमाउंट था 26,000। 8,000 हम इमीडिएटली विड्रॉ कर रहे थे, पार्टनर्स वर अलाउड टू विड्रॉ 8,000 इमीडिएटली, और 18,000 जो था ना वो हमने एक 14 मई के बाद विड्रॉ कर रहे थे। ठीक है, so remember one thing, in a problem we will do whatever problem tell us to do, we will not going to apply our own mind। हम कभी भी प्रॉब्लम जैसा होगा ना वैसा काम करेंगे। कभी भी अकाउंट्स के अंदर ना हम अपनी मर्जी नहीं चलाते, उन्होंने कहा भी ऐसा करना है तो हमने वैसा ही करना है। ठीक है,
यस
सर, कैन यू प्लीज डिस्प्ले द कैलकुलेशन ऑफ कैपिटल वन? ओके, डेफिनेटली, व्हाई नॉट, जस्ट अ मोमेंट। I think now it is visible. to all of you. But a statement of excess capital is quite simple. Just you know two important things. Number one is formula, and number two is PSR. If you able to know this thing, you can able to calculate the thing properly. Now let's move to second problem. Shall we move?
Yes, sir.
Can
I
you share
go.
question of the last?
Yeah. But I'm sharing PPT with all of you, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
So, problem number 10 says A, B, C were in a partnership sharing profit and loss as 3:2:1 respectively. The partnership was dissolved on 31st March 2020. The balance sheet of the firm on that day was as follows. On the liability side, we have two types of liability: capital liability in the form of ABC balance and external liability in the form of creditors. Whereas on the asset side, important information is cash in hand, a sum of rupees 28,000. Okay. Now problem number 9, problem number 10, balance sheet wise is a simple problem, but we have a arrangement. Why we are doing varieties of problem? Basic structure of the problem always remains same. Only the points 1, 2 will be added. And that is why we try to cover all the technicality point that might come in your examination. Let's see. There was a contingent liability in respect of a bill of rupees 10,000 due on 25th August 2020 under discount. That means somebody has accepted our bill and we have discounted that bill, and that bill will going to mature on 25th August 2020. And we are not know whether the acceptor, the drawee, will accept a bill or not. Otherwise, if they do not accept a bill, bank will send that particular bill to us and we have to pay amount to the bank. So that is why we are making a contingent liability. Okay. Contingent liability means we are making a provision for a liability. That liability may or may not occur. The word contingent means may or may not occur. Okay. It was agreed that net realization should be distributed in their due order at the time of each month, but as safe as possible, the realization of expenses were as follows. So here we are getting all the realization plus expenses. So straight away we don't have to make any provision for realization expenses. Whatever the realization we are getting, we will deduct expenses from it, and the net amount we will carry forward to the cash column.
Okay.
Now let's see the last realization taking place on August, and our bill also maturing on 25th August. So last adjustment we have to see very carefully. The stock was completely dis-off and the amount due from the debtors were realized. Okay, the balance being irrecoverable, जो बच्चे वो नहीं मिलने वाले, due pay bad dates. The acceptor of a bill under discount met the final bill on due date. चलो अच्छा हुआ, लास्ट में एक्सेप्टर ने बिल एक्सेप्ट कर लिया. अगर नहीं एक्सेप्ट करता तो हमको अपनी जेब से करना. So prepare statement showing piecemeal distribution of cash using surplus capital method. So shall I move to the worksheet?
Yes, sir.
First of all, we will going to make excess capital, and excess capital is quite simple, as you people are aware of it. We have three partners A, B, and C. Their capital is 1,40,000,
70,000,
70,000,
14,000.
and their PSR is
3:2:1.
yes 3:2:1. Okay. Now let calculate their unit value. Here 1,40,000 divided by 3. Tell me how much it comes.
46,667.
Okay, 46,667, and here it comes to 14,000. Now the smallest unit is 14,000. So we have to take a smallest unit. 14,000 multiplied by 3 comes to 42,000.
2,000.
Here it comes 28,000, and here it will come 14,000.
14,000.
So when we talk about excess capital, here it will be 98,000 if I'm not wrong. Come on, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now here it comes to 42,000. Please double check it. I might be wrong. Huh? So now we are getting an excess capital of two partners. So once again we will going to repeat the steps. Here it will be 98,000 divided by 3 comes to 32,330.
32,666 मतलब 32,667 आ रहा है.
Okay, ठीक है. Here it will be 21,000 dash. Now we will take smallest unit of 21,000 and multiply by individual PSR. Here it will come 63,000 and here it will come 42,000, and for C it definitely remains 0. Now let's see excess ultimate excess capital for Mr. A is 35,000 if I'm not wrong. 0 for
Yes, sir.
B and 0 for C. So while making a payment, first of all we will pay a sum of rupees 35,000 to Mr. A. Then we will going to pay 1,05,000 between Mr. A and B, and finally we will going to pay first proportionate capital, which comes to 84,000 if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
I hope this picture is clear to all of you.
Yes.
So shall we move to piecemeal distribution of cash?
Yes, sir.
Now talking about cash balance, we have 28,000 cash available with us. Okay, creditor is 2,10,000.
2,10,000.
Creditor is 2,10,000. A 1,40,000.
70,000.
And
14,000.
now first of all we have to make a contingent liability. Okay, so contingent liability के लिए जो हमको रखना है some particular asset, so we are making a provision. So first of all we write less provision for contingent liability. Okay, a sum of rupees 10,000. So we are keeping a sum of rupees 10,000 because we are having a doubt whether the drawee will accept a bill or not, or sorry, will be honored bill or not. If they are dishonored, then we have to pay. So we are keeping straight away 10,000 rupees apart. So the available cash is 18,000. Now this 18,000 we will pay directly to the creditors. A sum of rupees 18,000. So cash available is 0. And tell me how much is the balance for creditor?
3,000.
2,10,000 है बच्चे. So it will be
अरे हाँ
92,000.
हाँ sir.
1,92,000.
Yes sir.
So it comes to 1,92,000. Okay.
चलेगा.
Now we'll go for first realization of asset. First realization
उल्टा हो गया.
assets. Now here we have to see what is the realization is 84,000 minus 7. So we are getting
77.
77,000. 84,000 minus 7,000 is our expenses. So ultimately we are getting
77,000.
7,000.
So this 77,000 is available cash will be distributed to creditors. Okay, we don't have an option. We have to pay to the creditors itself. 77,000,
1,15,000.
1,15,000 creditor available to us, and we don't have any cash. So we'll go for which realization?
Second.
Second realization.
Realization of assets. Okay, within a bracket we will see 1,26,000 minus 5,400. So 1,26,000 minus 5,400. So 1,20,000.
20,600.
Okay. So this much cash is available with us, and now we will pay to the creditor whatever amount left out. We have a sufficient balance with us. 1,15,000 we are paying. So 1,15,000. So ultimately we have paid off complete creditor. We don't have any balance to pay off, and our balance of cash is
5,600.
5,600. Now after this, we have to pay capital liability, and for paying capital liability, we will going to follow statement of excess capital, and the statement of excess capital says, first of all, we have to pay 35,000 to Mr. A, then we have to pay between A and B 1,05,000, and finally we have to pay as per the first proportionate capital. So let's pay to Mr. A first. Okay, we don't have that much balance, so whatever balance we have, we will pay that. Let's pay to Mr. A 5,600 we are paying. So here it comes 5,600. So let's see, here it will be 0. Okay,
1,34,400.
1,34,400. Okay, now we'll go for third realization.
Third
Third
realization.
realization.
Realization of assets. Okay, within a bracket, we will going to write 70,000 minus
70,000 minus 4,900.
4,900.
1,100.
65,100.
55,100. Okay, now let's see, in the last payment we made a payment to Mr. A, we have to pay 35,000, लेकिन सारे पैसे हमारे पास नहीं थे, तो हमने कितने पे किए 5,600. तो बाकी कितने बचे जो हमको उसको देना है?
29,400.
Yes, 29,400 we have to pay to Mr. A. So let's pay to Mr. A. Here we have written 29,400. So here the balance is
1,05,000.
1,05,000, and here it will be
35,700.
35,700. Now we will going to pay to Mr. A and C in their proportion. So that we will write, let's pay to Mr. A and Mr. B the entire amount of 35,700. Okay, so here it will be 0. मुझे बताओ जरा कितना डिवाइड होगा? Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. So whatever amount we have will be divided by 5.
3:1, sir.
Yeah, 3:1 नहीं बेटा, 3:2.
3:2 ना?
Because we are paying 2. So I can say this amount divided by 5.
21,420.
21,420. And here
into 14,280. Okay.
so here it will be this minus this particular amount comes to 83,580. Just a moment, someone want to ask anything, raise hand. Okay. Now here how much it is?
Children, 1 minute, sir.
70,000 minus. So here it will be 55,720. Now we'll go for fourth realization. Realization of assets within a bracket 77,000 minus 3,500.
3,500.
77,000 minus 3,500. So how much we are having?
73,500.
73,500. Okay. For our calculation purpose, let's see how much we have to pay. We have to pay 1,05,000 to Mr. A and B, and how much we have already paid? 35,000 700,
700.
and now we are going to pay 73,500 more. Okay, so if we try to find out this amount minus this amount minus, so still after paying this, okay, we are paying more, so we have to pay less. 73,500. Okay, so let me make it once again correct myself. 1,05,000 we have to pay, and we have already paid 35,700. So how much we have to pay? 69,300. So we will pay that much only. Control C. Here we will want to pay 69,300. Okay, between Mr. A and B. So divide it by 5 and tell me how much it comes.
41,580.
For 41,
580.
580 for A, and here
27,720.
27,000.
1 minute, sir. 27,720.
27,720. Make a total of both the thing. Let see your answer should be 69,300. Okay, वो तो हमको अभी पता लग जाएगा. While we will going to deduct this thing, and 42,000. Yes,
Right.
this is correct. We are getting, and here yes. So our calculation is correct because we reached to the level of first proportionate capital.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पर कोई माता पच्ची का काम नहीं है, तो अभी whatever amount which is remaining we will pay to all the partners, okay, as per their PSR.
Yes.
So now first of all, right, let's pay to all partners. How much? 4,200. Okay, this will be divided as 6, na? So here it will become 2,100, here it will become 1,400, and here it will become 700. Okay, so let's see, we are getting 0. We'll go for last realization. इसके बाद एक और realization है ना?
Yes, sir.
This is our balance. Now we'll go for add fifth realization of assets, and within a bracket we have to write 35,500
35,500.
minus 3,500. How much we have?
1,000.
How much?
32,000. 32,000.
Okay, and we also have to add one more thing. What the provision we have made? अब देखो यहाँ पे finally acceptor of the bill under discount met the bill on due date. मतलब उन्होंने क्या किया बेटा? Accept कर लिया. So we will write add provision for contingent
Liability.
10,000. So the total cash available is 42,000,
42,000.
and this 42,000 will be divided amongst the partners. So here we will write less paid to all partners 42,000, and this will be 21,000, 14,000,
14,000.
and
7,000.
7,000. Okay, so let's see how much it comes. Minus, so 18,900, 12,600, and 6,300. Let's check whether this thing should come in the ratio of 3:2:1. So your realization loss should be 3:2:1. ओके 6,300 का डबल कितना होता है 12,600 बरोबर है 12,600 का
हाँ सर,
ऐड कर
बराबर
दो दोनों को तो 18,900 सो वी आर करेक्ट
100.
एंड टोटल लॉस वी आर मेकिंग इज
151 200.
नहीं 37,800
हाँ सर, बराबर है।
ठीक है यहाँ चेक कर लेते एक बार जरा ये सारे रियलाइजेशन को ऐड करो ठीक है एक्सपेंसेस उसमें से माइनस कर दो ठीक है और प्लस आपका एक 28,000 कैश ऐड कर दो आपका टोटल रियलाइजेशन अमाउंट आएगा माइनस 4,34,000 पास सो यू विल गेट योर लॉस
हाँ
I
सर।
hope everything is clear. This is a presentation of your problem. This is how you have to make. So I am sharing this entire stuff with all you people.